How's it going, guys? So today I wanted to tell you how it's going in York, update you on what's changed my life here in York, what's different than Fuerteventura, updates about gigs, updates about just generally updates really, innit? Just updates. I'm just gonna do this in like one take. I thought it'd be nice to have a little walk around the city, show you around a little bit and just chat really like it's an open conversation, like a one-shot style thing. So just gonna go along with it, I guess, chronologically really. The last time I made an update, at least on YouTube, was December, I think, when I updated, or November even, ages ago, when I updated about leaving Fuerteventura. And yeah, since then it's been mental, it's been absolutely crazy. That's why it's taken me so long to make this next video, because life's just been essentially non-stop really. So yeah, since December, spent December with my family. January I was in Gibraltar, it was an amazing time. And then we moved to York in February, without knowing anyone, without even having an apartment, without anything really. So we essentially flew here. The day we flew here, we were absolutely exhausted because there were storms in Gibraltar. We didn't think the flight would even take off because my friend David, you might know my friend I was living with in Fuerteventura, David, he came to visit us. Their flight got delayed, like David and Izzy's flight got delayed by I think 2 days because it was storming so bad. Our one did take off a couple of days later than theirs, and we landed in Manchester, and we're making our way to York. Because we landed at midnight, we obviously stayed the night there in Manchester airport, a hotel. I won't say which one it was because we got there at about 1 o'clock in the morning to this hotel, checked in. I left Becky with all of our stuff because they had all of our belongings from Fuerteventura, like suitcases and guitars and everything, violin. And I went up to the room to check in. I opened the door and I swear there's a naked guy in our room. So literally they'd given us a key. Awkward thing to say in front of someone behind me, I didn't realise. Yeah, they'd given me the key to someone else's room. There's a naked guy sleeping. So I just opened the door. Oh my god, Jesus. And then went back, and the guy didn't really react. I just gave him, I was like, there's a guy in my room. I don't think I said naked, but he just didn't really react. He was on his computer for a bit and he went, oh my god. And I was like, what? He's like, there's no rooms available. It's 1 o'clock, we're exhausted, all of our equipment. And I was thinking, oh my, well, this is the worst thing that could happen right now, when you're just completely knackered. And anyway, he found a room eventually. I don't know, he's looking at his system. We slept there. We made it to York the next day. And then it was, actually we didn't make it to York, sorry, we made it to Leeds the next day. So we were staying in Leeds in a little tiny EasyJet hotel. I don't know if any of you have ever stayed in one of these easy hotels, but they are tiny. It was literally just big enough to have a bed in it, and there were no windows either. I mean, we chose the room with no windows because it was cheaper, so that's on us. And to be fair, it was a nice and cheap accommodation, but it was just brutal to be there. We were there for 2 weeks, and then we were searching for apartments in York every day. So going in on the train, we kind of batched, viewed 4 or 5 apartments every day. I think we saw about 20 apartments or something, and we ended up going for and getting the first one we saw. It's pretty crazy. That was also a stressful time. It's pretty hard to get an apartment in York. It's very competitive, so there's a lot of people looking, but really happy with our apartment. It's just down here. It's literally a 10-minute walk into town on these beautiful walls. You go through the walls to get there. Got our own little allocated parking spot, which is gold dust in a place like York. So yeah, super happy. I'm so grateful we actually got that one, because we saw some that were horrific and scary because they're so old. York is actually the most haunted city in the world. So that might be why they felt so horrific. It felt there was one we viewed, and we were in it, and Becky was like, oh, that's nice, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I hope she doesn't want to move here, because I felt on the brink of almost a panic attack. I felt really dark in there. And then we got out, and I was like, what do you think? And she was like, it felt like someone had died in there, is what she said. So actually no, she said it felt like someone had been murdered in there. So thank god we both mutually decided not to go for that one, because I don't think I could have done it. But our one we live in now is absolutely lovely vibes. So grateful. So that's where we're living. That's the story of how we kind of got here and how it started. That was the first like month really, apartment searching and living in the shoebox that is called Easy Hotels, but no hate, 'cause it was really cheap and we signed up for it. And yeah, since then it's been manic, because it's been like focusing on getting gigs and networking and busking and doing as much as possible to put our names out there. But that's gone like insanely well. So we've just been doing as much as possible to promote ourselves, reaching out, emailing as many like venues and agencies, and already like I'm gigging as much as I was in Fuerteventura, and you know, essentially more. So a lot of people before I came to England, like, loads of people were really supportive, but a lot of others were like, oh, you're stupid, you know, you're never gonna get work, England's rubbish for music or whatever, just rubbish in general. But that's not been the case at all. So it's been amazing. It's been like, honestly, I thought it'd take about a year to get to this point, but it took about 2 months, and it's just kind of like snowballing. So really grateful. I'm not saying it to like boast, genuinely. It's just I'm just grateful, and just want to let you know that it's kind of like going smoothly, and let the people know that they were wrong as well, because it's just not true. That's one of the things I kind of like learnt the most, because when you're leaving, I've had a lot of coffee by the way, so I'm probably speaking like really quick. When you're leaving the Canaries, you know, a lot of people have they go there because they want to escape, I guess, England. A lot of the English people that go there, and like I say, a lot of people were really supportive and understood my decision when I was leaving, but a lot of people were calling me an idiot. I know that my friend David, who I made the Noma Brothers with, had the same sort of response, and I just think it's like the thing I've learnt from this move and this year, the main sort of like life lesson I've sort of taken from it is God, you wouldn't want to fall down there, is not to take other people's opinions too seriously. You know, you got to learn for yourself. Everyone, I'm sure their heart was in the right place. Like, no, I mean, calling me an idiot is a bit strong, but a lot of people were saying I was crazy, you know, like silly for moving, and I think their heart was in the right place. They thought I had like living the dream, and in the place that in the life that they wish maybe they could live, like living in Fuerteventura, living in the Canaries. But that's not the life that I mean, it was the life I wanted, but it was a time of change, and my heart was telling me to do something different. And you know, I listened to my own sort of feelings with that and did it, and it's been amazing. So yeah, gigs have been really good. There's a few bars that have like put on gigs pretty much every day, so that's been great. Like, because York's so touristic, there's like tourists all year round. Even when we were here in like February, there were gigs, even like on a Monday or a Tuesday or whatever. And also it's very like uni student-y, so people are out, students are out all the time. So it's just like kind of like flooded with people in general, I guess. Everyone said that Christmas here is absolutely mental with people, like really, really busy, and they all dread it. I'm looking forward to it because like busking and gigging probably be really good, but everyone unanimously has said it's like extremely stressful. So let me know in the comments if you've ever been to York for like the Christmas markets and stuff. Let me know how that was, and if it was like completely manically busy. Doing a lot with Becky as Winding Roots. We're doing a lot of like hotel kind of gigs together, little festivals over the summer. It's going really well as the duo as well. We've got a gig with April Moon as well coming up Tuesday, August the 11th in Southport. I'll put it on the screen. I'll put a little QR code where you can get tickets, and I'll also put it in the description box so you can find it and get tickets if you want to come along. If it's kind of close by or traveling and coming down, that would be amazing to see you there. The Liverpool gig we did together was like amazing. It was like such a great experience to see you guys that like all the way from Fuerteventura. Obviously not traveling from Fuerteventura, but living in England, traveling up, it's like a weird and a beautiful thing to see you in a different kind of like context as well. Hold on. That's the other thing I want to say as well. Like, I've been seeing a lot of you guys that know me from Fuerteventura at gigs. I've even played a couple of gigs for you. Like, I've done a couple weddings for people that know me from Fuerteventura, and a couple parties and stuff, and seeing you guys come to my gigs, which has been amazing. So yeah, I really appreciate all you guys that have come to gigs, and it is really bizarre to like see you, and I'm sure it's bizarre to see me in England as well in a completely different context. Like, normally see people by the pool or on the beach, and just seeing them in York is like crazy, you know, so we're seeing you guys in York is crazy. So I really appreciate that, genuinely. It's actually so heartwarming every time I see someone I know from Fuerteventura, or someone shouting out, play a song and it's one of my own. I didn't know that they knew me or like knew me from Fuerteventura, so that's really cool. What else is there to update? So, do I miss Fuerteventura? At the minute, I don't. I miss people. I miss like some places like restaurants and obviously some gigs and stuff that were there that were really nice, and the people, like, for sure. But I don't feel like going back to visit like just yet. I don't think I will be for another year or so. Actually, you know what? I'll carry on this little segment maybe in another area that's a bit more pretty. Right, it's a little bit better. I'm on Foss Gate now, which is, gate is the old Viking word for street. So Foss Street, Foss Gate. Nice little road with nice cafes on it on the way into town. Trying to think while I had the camera off there, like what you might be interested in, like updates wise. I guess like the weather was a big point of contention for people when I said I was moving to England. But it's been really great to have the seasons. We moved here in February. It was a bit grey and cold then, but to be honest with you, like since March it's been fine, and it hasn't rained that much. Might trigger people. We just spent some time up in the Lake District and on the west, like near Manchester, and it rained way more. So I'm thinking maybe, like, they say there's like a Pennine shadow on the east here, and it gives like York and this area kind of like a little bit more of like a dry vibe. Keeps it dry, essentially, which maybe that's what's happening because it hasn't rained that much. I don't know, like people are saying like, oh, you're just like infatuated with the move and stuff, but it genuinely hasn't, and that might be why. So if you're on the west or like north from here, might be why it rains a lot more. It's really awkward, isn't it, to like vlog in public, have a camera in your face and like walk around. It just looks a bit lame, doesn't it? So I'm quite self-conscious in it. I'm gonna take you up the Shambles, which is one of the most preserved medieval streets in the world, probably. People say it's Diagon Alley is based off of it in Harry Potter, but apparently it's not. But it looks really similar, so I know why they say it. Anyway, I'm gonna just film and not vlog because it's awkward. I'll put you up so you can see. So there's a lot of shops down here that are like Harry Potter vibe shops and really old, like jewelers and fudge sweet shops or whatever you call them. Just got sort of fits the vibe, doesn't it, of the oldie vibe. Little market through there. You just keep going up. At the end of the street it comes out into a square, and that's a place where I often busk. So if you ever come to York, you might find me there busking in the afternoon sometimes. I'll show you right now. So that's where it is. It's like a square down there, and you have a lot of different people come, do different shows and stuff, and musicians and juggling acts and all that stuff. So yeah, find me there sometimes, not always, but definitely come by. If you visit York, you might see me down there. So yeah, that's the update really. Like, things are going really well. Really glad I made the move. I was really anxious about it, and it did like pay off, at least so far. Loving it. Really loving seeing you guys at some gigs. Hopefully see you at the Southport one. That would be amazing if you can make it down. As I say, I'll leave a link below. And here I'm just picking Becky up from busking. She's playing right now, so I'll get some footage of her as we leave. Really appreciate you listening. If you have any questions that I've not answered, let me know in the comments. I might have missed something. There's probably way more to update. Maybe I should make another video, but yeah, any questions or anything you want me to address, let me know. And here she is.